in that zone, defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Got it.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to get away. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Get set. 11. Kill.
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. Flushed out right. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And now a breakaway from Michael Thomas. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 69 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Kevin Dodd in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 39 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. John Simon in on the stop.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's caught. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Breeze to throw. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Simon in there to get him for a loss of 5. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Breeze now on first down. That's caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now this time, Breeze will throw. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Breeze going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now, Breeze again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. On first down, Mahomes. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there, 26 yards. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He goes underneath the Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13 and also a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Santos with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Fielded at the 20. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, able to avoid him. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the line. Backer Miles Jack. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big run there by Gurley. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, Drake. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. To throw, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a handoff for Gurley. And now running right through it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sore.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Open man, it's Burnett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Dancing. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you're right in the straight line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go. He's got a man. Complete. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He's going to fire one deep. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On second down, Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Lucky 56.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Well, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Kevin Dodd in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Right, now,
the first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased out left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Another carry now for Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this belongs to the Vikings.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they'll go on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where